everyone. We are excited to have Shlomo, a financial coach for remote workers. Shlomo is a location independent entrepreneur and has been for past 16 years. He will be discussing on how your financials can create a perfect work-life balance for you. Welcome Shlomo. I'll just hide myself and the stage will be all yours.
Pleasure being here. Can I start?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, Charul, for inviting. It's a pleasure being here. As I said, it's already the second year that I'm joining, and I'm very honored to be here again. I'm going to talk to you about a very uh, uh, close to my heart topic, which is about finances, but it's so close to me because it creates the perfect work-life balance for you. And the title is How Your Finances Can Create the Perfect Work-Life Balance for You. There is a strong connection. I see a strong connection between those two things, and uh, I'm going to show you how. So, a little bit about myself. I am a financial coach for remote workers. I help people organize their finances to reach financial freedom faster and control their future. That is that's basically a goal we are all trying to achieve. And I have something that I'll present today that will help you do exactly that. I do this through personal coaching and workshops. I've been an entrepreneur for many years, and you see here in the list different things that I've done professionally. I built a company in China. I spoke to many events with thousands of people. I had a podcast and even a book with a world record of having the most writers, the business book with most writers for most countries. So that was about 2 years ago. Anyway, all these professional things are important, but I want to show you the really important things in life. And this is what I'm talking about, getting the balance. These are the personal things that we want for ourselves. So these are my personal things, the things that I want for myself. I want to plan, I want to have a long bike trip with my family from Alaska to South America. That's going to take about 2 to 2.5 years of our life. I hope we can do it one day. We are a location independent family, and we do each trip for 2 to 3 months. And I really feel that we can get along anywhere, me personally, and also all of us as a family. So it's really something that I want to do more for me and for my family. So I've also traveled to 36 countries, as my dream is to speak on TED. But I'm telling you all these just to get the context of the important things in life. Yes, career is important, finances are important, but in my opinion, they should be heavily aligned with your life goals and the things that you want for yourself. So before we continue, I really want to know, you joined this talk, how your finances can create the perfect work-life balance for you. But there's some trigger there that you joined. What are you dealing with? Can you write to me in the chat? I'm going to follow and read a few answers. Why you are joining this session of work-life balance and finances? What's interesting for you? Hello, Krinai. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Who else do we have here? So say where you're from and what are you dealing with that you joined the session? What's so interesting? Why is it even a concern? What do we have? Daniel, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. Okay, while we wait for your replies, please add them in the chat. I'm going to go ahead with things that I came up with. So the problem, okay, Emily is saying, what are the strategies I can use to achieve work-life balance? This is exactly what I'm going to talk about. Thank you for asking, Emily. We're going to have this. I'm going to talk about that. But when you don't have that balance, basically you're getting stressed, you're getting guilt because you are worried about your finances and you're not doing your job right. You have a lower performance, and you're also getting this lack of clarity. But this lack of clarity is causing you. uh, At the end of the day, you want to answer yourself: Am I doing okay? Okay, am I doing fine with what I'm doing so far? With my job, of course, with my career, but also with my finances. How good am I with managing that? Because when you are taking care of your future finances, you can focus more on your career. and basically being happier. That's our ultimate goal, right? To be happier. That balance is being happier. And I'll show you with a method that the roadmap that I'll going to show you right now. In my opinion, that will get you to be a happier and a more balanced person. So let's jump in. So here you see a roadmap that this is the roadmap that I go through with all my clients for reaching their life goals. And there is this financial freedom here, but for every person, financial freedom looks different. Okay, so it's there as a tag word, let's say that, but it can be anything you can think about. So on this roadmap, you see first you have your vision. You are designing your desired lifestyle. That's the first step. Okay, then the next step in this roadmap is upgrading your financial knowledge. You need to know what you're doing, and I'm not talking about crazy getting a degree in economics. I'm talking about a few basic terms that gives you 80% of the results. Okay, it's Pareto's law. 20% of something creates 80% of something. Same here. 20% of the knowledge get you 80% of the results. Of course, you can optimize and get to 100% or close to that, but that would be just enough. You can really achieve a lot just with this. So we said, design your desired lifestyle, and we're going to talk about it more in a sec, and upgrade your financial knowledge. Then afterwards, the third stage is controlling your numbers. You need to know and also how to calculate your net worth, your cash flow, understand what compound interest is, when is the right time to leverage or get loans. Hint, that is for investments and not for consumer goods like buying a new TV or going on a vacation. That's a bad thing taking a loan for. Uh, and at the very end, after you go through these three stages, 1, 2, 3, you are going to the planning stage. Have an execution plan. What is your plan to reach the final goal of financial freedom or that balance that we're talking about? It's basically the same thing. Okay, and I'm not talking about piles of money falling off from the sky on you. I'm talking about understanding how much you need, how much is enough. I have people I work that understand that with their stage of their career, they actually have enough for everything that they want from themselves, for the long-term future. Others are not, and then you need to make adjustment. But if you don't know where you're standing versus your life goals, then you don't know how well you're doing. Are you doing okay? That's what we're talking about. So let's talk about, let me show you this roadmap in a slightly different way, and I'll elaborate on this. So point A is where you are here, where you are right now. You are here, okay? Point B is is where you're going, your direction, okay? And this is your vision. You're building your vision. After you're building your vision, this vision is design your desired lifestyle. You're creating your vision. Remember step one on the roadmap? This is it. Then comes the knowledge part. The knowledge helps you make the progress from point A to point B. Now, this knowledge helps you also make a progress. And I'll explain in a bit what this progress is. But you see this blue line here. So every month you're making this progress, hopefully more, sometimes less, sometimes even backwards, towards point B. However, because you're measuring this progress, you're tracking it, you're able to know I'm here today. I'm in between point A and point B, and you know how far you are from point B. So I'm saying this again. You have your vision, point B. You have your knowledge that helps you make the progress. That's the blue line, and that is the tracking that you do every month to know where you are right now to reach your point B, your vision. And this vision, by reaching this vision, you're creating this balance that you want for yourself. You understand exactly where you are, even that you just measure. And I'm not yet on point B, and that's fine. But I know exactly where I am on that line. This gives you this Zen feeling, understanding. Okay, I am at this point, I'm doing okay. The trajectory is positive. Great. You're balanced. You're happy. And then next month, you're making another progress and you're already halfway there, at least with this slide. Now look, this progress is actually related to stage 3 that I mentioned, controlling your numbers. This is about calculating your cash flow. This size of this blue line is your cash flow. I said sometimes it's small, sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's going backwards, okay? But this helps you controlling your numbers, and hopefully you're seeing every month you're making this move towards point B. Then at the next stop, next slide, you have the you are here. You are here basically helps you calculate. It's your net worth. Okay, that's again related to control your numbers. So you calculate your net worth. Sometimes your net worth is here, then it's here, then it's here again. You see the trajectory moving towards point B. However, the change between every time that you're tracking your net worth, that is the cash flow. That is the cash flow here. Now, it could be cash flow from your work, it could be cash flow from investments, it could be cash flow from your business, or it can be a blend of all those. But this is the change, and the change gets you somewhere on that line every month moving forward. It won't be positive every month. There are also negative months, but as long as you see the trajectory as positive going forward, you know you're doing fine. You're balanced, you're happy, you're a happier person basically. And as you can see, I didn't mention the fourth step, the planning stage. And when I'm referring to the planning stage, I'm actually referring to this whole diagram together. All these things is taking all this information and get this plan of execution. What do you need to do to reach that point B, your vision? What accounts you need to open with a broker, what kind of investments you want, what kind of returns you expect, towards which goals you want to save for your kids' college. Great. You want to save for a trip around the world. Great. You want to buy a boat. That's great. All these things can be in a plan, and you know exactly these are part of your vision. And then you know exactly how far you are from reaching those. And as you go further in life, 20, 30 years, all these are in your plan, you are hitting these goals, staying happy and balanced, because you know you are reaching what is important personally for you, not only about your career and not only about the money. It's about the good lifestyle that you want for yourself, the good life. So this is the strategy. As I said, design your desired lifestyle. Point B, upgrade your financial knowledge. That's what enables you to make the progress with controlling your numbers. That's the cash flow and the net worth. And eventually create a plan to reach all your life goals. And as a different way to see this strategy or this roadmap is building the vision, upgrading the knowledge, making the progress here, and making a plan of execution to reach your financial freedom, your balanced life, whatever you want to call that. So now it's time for questions. If you want to reach me out, I am. You can reach out to me on my website, freefinancialself.com. And you can register there. There is a tool called Net Worth. It can help you calculate your net worth. You can start there for downloading it and start basically working towards your vision, what I just showed you now. You can find me on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Facebook with my name, on Instagram, Free Financial Self. Thank you very much. Glad to have to answer any question you have. Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Lomo, for a great presentation. And we do have a wonderful question from Emily. I just show it on stage. And if you can throw some light on it.
Sure. So Emily asked, how do I handle stress and work-life balance? Basically, when you're following this roadmap that I just mentioned, when you know, when you are align your career, your work with whatever you're making, and you're happy about your work, um, aligning it with your goals that I mentioned. Okay, you build that vision. then you are able to handle that stress, because you basically are not stressed, because you know exactly where you are at that path towards point B. So you're feeling very balanced. You might be far, but if you see that trajectory and you're doing the right thing, you're tracking your net worth, you're tracking your cash flow, you save and invest every month in different assets to make your finances, your money grow towards your life goals, you'll be uh, you won't be stressed, basically.
Thank you, Shlomo, for wonderful answer as well. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We are ending this session now, and please feel free to join another session which is going on. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.